Okay, here I'm going to demonstrate a problem that I have with the IPb. I'm trying to change my amp, but I want to keep my cab. I like that cab, it's sounding pretty good, but I need a little more tweaks. Maybe I need a different gain, different basic sound tone to the amp, so I go to change the amp. I don't know what that cab is, first of all, by the way. It's not labeled. There's no way to discern whether that's the default cab, which it happens to be for this amp, which I believe is the Champ. But let's say I do change to a completely different animal here. And let's go over to the jump panel. Now we see a couple things happen. One is that the cab has changed. Again, no label. So that could be one of several cabs that look very similar. Again, also could be one of several amps that look similar. We don't know what the amp is either. But the main point here is I was trying to change the sound of the amp and not the cab. And now I have to go back and go, which cab did I have? So I have to search. Now, I don't know whether it was that one offhand. Several look the same, or that one or that one. I do know that it was this one, because that's the default cab for the amp that I had selected. But if I don't happen to know that, I'm left in the lurch because it was not only not labeled, and therefore I don't know what to go back to, but why should I have to go back to it? What I would suggest is when you change an amp is that there's some kind of an icon up here in this area, right next to these three. There's plenty of room, and that icon should say default cab. And maybe it only comes up when you're in the selection mode. I don't know. It can be there permanently as far as I'm concerned. A way to get the default cabinet for the amp that you've selected. But to have that come up every time you make a cab or an amp change and the new cab comes up, that doesn't work for me, and it's very much compounded by the fact that there's no labels. I would suggest labels for both the amps, maybe right here, and the cabs anywhere on the face of the cab. You got plenty of room there. There's no reason not to say the name of the cab as identified in the IPb.